Hello dear students, I am Samir Velankar. I welcome all of you to this another video on the topic relational model. In the previous video, we saw how to convert many to many relation of ER model into relational model. In this video, we will see a very simpler topic how to convert one to one relation into relational model. Just see our requirement over here is just check out that every employee must is the word must work for exactly one department, and every department can contain only one employee. Very funny actually, but in our company each department has only one employee. Let's say then this is clearly one to one, and we saw this example in one of the earlier videos where I discussed ER model. This diagram which is drawn here was explicitly in detail discussed in the earlier video. So I am not discussing why this double line over here, why this single line. Obviously, this is one-to-one relation and attributes are also understood. Finally, how to convert this into relational model? Now, the rule is that every entity will become a table. So EMP will become a table or relation, DEPT will become a table. And in EMP table, there will be three attributes: EMP ID, which will be primary key, EMP salary, and EMP name. And in department table, department ID, department location, and department name. But how will you tie this relation? What you can do is you can bring in department ID, which is primary key of this department table, as foreign key in the EMP. Foreign key in the EMP. That means EMP table will have four attributes or four columns: EMP ID, EMP name, EMP salary, and DEPT ID. There will be four columns in EMP table. What is the rule? In one-to-one relation, what you do is, as both are one side, you see both are one side. So you take any side, like you take department side, and you say primary key of this department side will become foreign key of EMP. So two relations we have got. You watch. I don't have a diagram. I will draw it here. Two relations we have got. EMP, that is table. EMP has EMP ID, then EMP name, then salary, correct? Salary we have, just imagine that. And the fourth column we have is DPT ID. DPT ID. This is the foreign key, isn't it so? So we, as usual, will have these three columns, and this DPT ID will be added as one of the columns in the EMP. What about DPT table, the other table? This will contain DPT ID. This will be the prime attribute, primary key. Then name, department name. I'm writing in short, no room here. Department name and department location. So what we have done is that this primary key of the department has been taken as the foreign key of the EMP. I hope you are understanding. So we will say employee number 100 works in department number 1. In the department table, there is department number 1. Therefore, this one can exist in the foreign key over here. Now starts the fun part. You see, what is the rule I said is that put this primary key of the department as foreign key of employee. But you can do other way also, because anyway this is one to one relation, one to one. Now in one to one relation, you can do something like this. You make primary key of this employee, this is employee ID, as foreign key of department. Then in this case, EMP table will have three attributes: EMP ID, EMP salary, EMP name. Whereas department table will have four attributes: department ID, department location, department name, and EMP ID. That means in one-to-one relation, you can put primary key of any side as foreign key of the other side. Just check the text that I have written. Each entity will become a relation, obviously. So hence two relations are created. EMP has four attributes: EMP ID, EMP name, EMP salary, and DPT ID. This is the foreign key, isn't it? Which we have borrowed from department table, which will still have three attributes: department ID, department name, department location. Now the point I have written over here is primary key of any of the two entities can become foreign key of the other. So in the above case, even this is correct. You see, let EMP have three attributes: EMP ID, EMP name, and EMP salary. Whereas this EMP ID, which is the primary key, has been sent as the foreign key of the department table. So department is having four attributes and EMP is having three attributes. One-to-one relation, I hope, is understood very well, isn't it? So can we fix these rules very quickly? What have you learned till now? And I hope you can memorize it. What do you do in 1 to n or n to 1 relation? What do you do? How many tables are created? Two tables. I'm talking about binary relation. So both the entities will become table. So two tables are created. And what is the process? The process is primary key of one side becomes foreign key of many side. Yes, everyone. What about M to N, many to many relation? How many tables are created? Three tables. And the third table contains primary key of first entity, primary key of second entity as the foreign key. The third table, the extra table that we create will contain foreign key, which is actually the primary key taken from both the tables. And this combination will become the primary key of the third table. And what about one-to-one relation? About one-to-one relation, please try to understand. About one-to-one relation, you can take, of course, there will be two tables created again in one-to-one, and primary key of any side can become foreign key of the other side. It can be other way around also. Okay, so I hope you have understood what do you mean by converting an ER diagram into relational model. Just check, this topic will be understood if you see all the videos in correct sequence. And because I am going to skip a few things which were already discussed in the previous videos, isn't it? So in this video I did not discuss what is that double line and single line that I have drawn at these places, isn't it? But overall, I feel that you are looking at the videos at the correct sequence. Thank you very much.